going on, everyone? Welcome to the Diamond in the Rough podcast, where three rough-looking guys talk about much better-looking guys on a baseball diamond. My name is McMiller42. Joining me are my co-hosts, NMR Sports and Nick Theory Alt 12. Before we hop into it, make sure you hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe so you don't miss any videos, and if you're listening on Spotify, make sure you hit that follow button so you know when every episode goes live. And we also have a Twitter and Instagram account at DIR Podcast. And as far as I go, you can follow me on any platform, McMiller42, on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, all of that. Nolan, where can they find you?
NMR Sports on any platform. NMR Sports 30 on Instagram and Twitter, though. So YouTube, Twitch, everything else is just regular old NMR Sports. What about you, Nick?
And Nick, where can they find you?
You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at NickTerrio12, THERIAULT 12.
Thank you for specifying.
Yes, thank you very much.
we greatly
today's
appreciate
episode,
that.
Today's episode is going to be an MLB News Recap. I know we did one on Monday, but a ton of stuff has happened in the last couple of days, so we have a lot to talk about, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it here. So, Nick, what's the first move we're talking about?
The first move we're going to talk about is the Adam Ottavino trade that happened right after we posted our podcast on Monday. Adam Ottavino got traded to the Boston Red Sox, who desperately needed a closer after trading Brandon Workman in the 2020 season. They also got Frank German, who is the number 24 prospect in the Yankees farm system, and also, I think, cash considerations as well. I think the Yankees are going to pay off Ottavino's... They're not going to pay off his whole contract, but they're going to pay off around $850,000, I believe.
850,000.
How do you know he's German?
Of the $9 million.
How do you know Frank's German, bro? You know I had to say something. I think it's Frank Herman, right?
Yeah, it's Frank Herman.
Yeah, Frank Herman. And I think the Yankees are also getting another player, but it hasn't been named yet.
There was a player to be named later, or cash.
Or a player. I don't even. It'll be like some absolutely no-name prospect if they get someone back.
Yeah.
It's mostly the Red Sox are paying like over $7 million or over $8 million of the contract, and then the Yankees pay a little bit, and they threw in that prospect. This deal makes sense because the Yankees didn't have that much money left over. I think they had like anywhere from $2 to $4 million left before they hit the luxury tax threshold, and Ottavino's making $9 million for this year, so it made too much sense to trade him. And there's another deal that the Yankees did that makes this deal make even more sense. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but I think it's a fine deal. I hate seeing Ottavino go. I liked Ottavino, but the Yankees never used him like they were paying him for. And it sucks that he went to the Red Sox, but maybe they were the only ones that were willing to take on his contract.
So what do you think of Ottavino as a player, though? Like, do you think he's 2019 Adam Ottavino? Is that the real Ottavino, or is it 2020?
I mean, maybe he won't be as shut down as he was in 19, but it definitely 20 was just a weird year. And the Yankees, he's like been on different other podcasts and stuff where he said like he thinks a lot. It's basically he's very mindful when he's pitching, and the Yankees messed with his confidence. Like they didn't use him the way they should have. They only used him against righties. They platooned him with Tommy Kahnle, who was better at getting lefties out. So he just didn't have confidence. They never pitched him in the postseason. So I think if the Red Sox use him like a closer, like he should be used, then I think he'll definitely be a lot closer to 2019 Ottavino than 2020 Ottavino. And if you look at his 2020 game log, he had like most of his appearances he gave up 0 runs, and then a couple where he gave up 1 run, and then he had that one terrible outing against the Blue Jays where he gave up like 6 earned runs and didn't record an out. So, I think he's definitely. I mean, that obviously is going to push his ERA up because reliever ERA is a joke. So.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with the Yankees is their bullpen has been so good these last few years that Adam Ottavino, if Adam Ottavino's on the Angels, he's the best pitcher on the Angels probably, but on the Yankees he was just another arm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think with the Red Sox he'll definitely shine. He'll be a lot better, I feel like, because he's in that situation where he's going to be in high leverage situations. He's going to be the guy that they turn to be the best pitcher in that bullpen. So I don't know. I like this for the Red Sox. I don't really understand exactly how the money situation's going here. Are the Red Sox paying all of that?
So he's getting paid $9 million. That was his contract. And I think incentives it could potentially go to 11 mil, but it's 9 mil base guaranteed.
That's what it was.
And the Yankees are paying 850,000 of that 9 mil, and the Red Sox are paying the rest. And the Yankees threw in Frank German as just a bonus, basically.
Franken German. Yeah. So. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that makes sense. It makes sense for both teams, I guess, because the Red Sox need pitching and
desperately
the Yankees need cap space. So I do like this move. I think it's a win-win for both parties, but it's going to be hard being a Yankees fan if Adam Ottavino comes in and shuts you guys out 2 out of 3 games in a series when you're making a playoff push or something.
Well, I'm just hoping that the rest of the Red Sox pitching is so bad that Ottavino doesn't have a save opportunity. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping.
I mean, they're going to be a very top-heavy rotation, and their bullpen sucks. So, yeah, we'll see if they can. I mean, if Chris Sale goes out and throws 8 innings every game, which he can't really because of coming back from Tommy John surgery, they're probably going to limit his innings. So, yeah, I that's a good point. They probably won't even be able to get to him with
I hope so.
2-run lead.
Yep.
Yeah, they're probably going to limit Eduardo Rodriguez as well because he's coming off. I think he's coming off an injury. I can't remember what it was, but he's probably going to be limited as well.
If I remember correctly, he had some brain injury after he got COVID.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Something really bad happened to him after he got COVID.
Interesting.
But I think he's on track to come back.
Yeah, I think he's going to be solid for them too. Hopefully, because I really like him.
2021 is going to be 2021 is an analytics guy's nightmare because you don't know what the fuck's going to happen next year. You don't know. There's so many guys coming off of injury, so many guys who sat out a season like David Price did.
All the minor
Ryan
leaguers.
Zimmerman. Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah.
All the minor leaguers.
Yeah, exactly. No, there's so many question marks going into 2021, and I think Eduardo Rodriguez is one of those question marks. Chris Sale's, I think, a little less of a question mark. I'm sure he's still going to be one of the top pitchers in the game. I'd be absolutely shocked if he regressed too much, I guess. So probably not as many innings, though. I'd say he gets 160 to 70 innings max.
I'd be shocked if he got that many, but yeah.
I'd say 120, maybe 150.
Yeah, I'm on definitely
something
more
like
than
that.
range.
Off of Tommy John surgery, especially. Yeah.
It's not chronological order, but I think it makes sense if we go to a deal that just happened, because we're talking about the Yankees, and then we can.
Did that get confirmed? I didn't even see it get confirmed.
Yeah, it's 3.5 or no, sorry, 2.5. So it's the Yankees signed Darren O'Day to replace Adam Ottavino, basically, and they're kind of similar pitchers. They're righty specialists, and the Yankees save a ton of money by giving Ottavino a 1-year, $2.5 million deal, and there's a mutual option for 2022. Basically the Yankees used their cap space, so they signed Darren O'Day, and they'll probably be able to bring back Brett Gardner on a 1-year deal again, because they need another bench bat, and Gardy just makes too much sense not to bring back, especially
they need a
when
lefty
they have cap
too.
Space now. Yeah, they need a lefty on the bench, and yeah, so I think the Yankees will probably make one more deal, whether they sign someone else. And by that I mean a reliever, whether they trade for someone or sign someone else. I mean, I don't have much on this. I like it for the Yankees. Darren O'Day
Imagine going back in a time machine to 2015 and telling an Orioles fan or a Yankees fan that Darren O'Day and Zach Britton are going to be on the Yankees.
Right.
Damn.
I'm excited.
Darren O'Day's been really good.
I think Darren O'Day's going to be good for the Yankees.
I looked at his baseball savant from 2020, and he had 2 stats. His fastball velocity was literally in the first percentile, so about as slow as it gets. But his fastball spin rate was 50th percentile.
Darren O'Day's the new closer. Aroldis Chapman's the new setup man. Confirmed.
If that happens in October, I won't be sad, because if I watch Aroldis Chapman choke our season one more time,
I wouldn't be
surprised.
Gonna
throw my head.
Aroldis Chapman is an opener for the Yankees. Confirmed.
Yeah.
That works. Imagine you're like first inning, let's get warmed up a little bit, get in the box, and then you see 105 coming at your head, and you're like, oh, okay. And then as soon as people start to warm up and get their bats going, then you're like, all right, Darren O'Day time.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking
Beautiful.
At least it's not Chapman to J Happ, like they fucking did in the postseason.
Yeah,
oh
that move would oh my god, that was awful.
Yeah,
Fucking Hap.
And
Oh my
if
God.
you guys don't have anything else on the O'Day thing, the last thing about the Yankees, and then we can move on, is the Tanaka rumor. I don't know if you guys want to wait or just talk about it now.
You just
I'll
love
talk
talking
about
about
it
the
now.
Yankees, don't you? All right.
There's a lot of news,
We love
dude.
the Yankees. In
That's
this
why I said
podcast,
we're going to
just
talk
like
about it,
Yankee
and then we'll move away from it.
I got you. Let's talk
Basically,
about
if you're a
it.
Yankees fan, you're going to sob like I'm about to because Tanaka's probably going back to his old club in Japan, the Rakuten. I think I'm saying that right. Eagles. And the rumor was Tanaka wanted 2 to 3 years for $15 million a year, and that sounds like a lot of money, but he absolutely deserved that. If you look at guys like Garrett Richards, who got 10.5, Kluber got 11. I'm probably forgetting other people, but Tanaka's actually fucking pitched in the last 2 years too.
Yeah.
So,
I would say
And
Tanaka
Tanaka's so
deserves it
weird
100%.
because so did he get it? Is his elbow fixed?
Nope.
So he's been pitching on an elbow that needs Tommy John surgery
He's been pitching on a partially torn UCL.
UCL.
Since 2015.
And how many innings
my
does he put up a
God.
year?
He's pitched over
A
1,000
lot.
in his career. He's probably pitched 800 innings since then.
My man, let's see. 2019, he put up 182
insane.
innings on a torn UCL. 199 innings in 2016, 178 in 2017. Man is ridiculous.
He's literally thrown almost 900 innings on a partially torn UCL. It's insane.
That's ridiculous.
That's
he loves the
crazy.
Yankees.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So,
I had
Yeah.
no idea.
Tanaka's
He's
easily
been
the best pitcher of the decade.
the most consistent guy in the Yankees rotation, I guess, for the last since 2014 realistically.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Nice guy, definitely kind of a Yankee for life type of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm glad
wish-
glad that he's not going to be on a different MLB team.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't want to sign anywhere else other than the Yankees. That's what he said. He said he was either going to pick the Yankees or go back to Japan. And honestly, I respect that. He's a Yankee for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some people think that COVID had something to do with it too, because it's obviously a lot more under control there than it is here.
Yeah, that's true.
And his wife is a superstar too. I don't know if you guys know this, but him and his wife in Japan are literally class A celebrities. Like his wife is more famous than he is.
Really?
It's insane. Yeah. Like they're like the equivalent to the Obamas in Japan. Like it's insane.
Huh.
So I'm happy for him.
That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, get all the fame that he deserves over there for sure.
Exactly.
He deserves it 100%.
I think he's getting paid like the highest average annual value contract ever in Japan. That was
Wow.
reported. I don't know how real that is, but
Yeah.
I'll have to follow up on that.
it
with
was like
with the
800
next
million
episode.
yen or something like that. That's what I saw.
Jesus Christ, yeah. I'm a big Masahiro Tanaka guy. I really like him.
Yeah,
I
me
actually
too.
drafted him in fantasy in 2014 in probably the 300th, 400th pick when nobody knew who he was. That was actually the same year I picked Jose Abreu that nobody knew who he was. And my God, did I have the greatest first month of the season, first 3 months ever until Tanaka went down with an injury at the All-Star break. Because that man was 10-0 with a sub-2 ERA and was getting 12 strikeouts a game. And then I think definitely the UCL tear affected his game, but not to the point where it made him a bad pitcher.
Splitter. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he
so he was
became
still
a
a
different
good.
pitcher.
Yeah, exactly. He was still a good pitcher. He never got over 200 strikeouts or anything, but very close in 2017. Yeah, but
He
I'm
literally
a big,
said, "Wait, Tommy John surgery? I'm just going to start throwing a slider instead of a splitter," and it worked.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I remember they did the plasma injection or whatever that all the pitchers try to do.
Yeah.
Griffin Canning's going through that for the Angels right now, and I never think it's gonna work. But I mean, I guess Tanaka's made it work. I guess I feel like if he got the Tommy John surgery, he possibly could have been better in the long run. But he never really wanted to go down. He wanted to be a team player, I guess. Try to fight through it. So
Yeah, he made it work
Unfortunately,
either
too.
way.
yeah, too bad he never got to pitch in a World Series.
Oh.
It's a travesty, it really is.
All right, I think
Hey, I'm
that's a
just
good
saying,
point
man.
to move on from the Yankees.
I embrace the suck. All right, I embrace it.
Yeah, me too. I guess we'll move on to another team in the American League East. The Toronto Blue Jays signed Marcus Semien to a 1-year, $18 million deal. What do you guys think about this?
I can't say I like it just because of Marcus
Same,
Semien's
yeah.
career. He had one good year, I believe. Yeah, in 2019 he was third in the MVP voting. The entire rest of his career, he's been a pedestrian, put up pedestrian numbers, and including 2020, he was back down to earth. So obviously 2020 we don't put a whole lot of stock into it, but I doubt he will put up anything close to what he did in 2019 with the Blue Jays. But the thing about this signing is he doesn't really need to. Like if he goes and sucks, it's just a waste of $18 million for 1 year. So it's not gonna like hurt the Blue Jays. It's not a risky signing. I guess that's what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah.
If he plays like that MVP caliber, this will be an amazing, one of the best signings of all time. But if he doesn't, it's 1 year of $18 million. I would have liked them to spend that money on some pitching, but I do have a little hot take trade that I'll tell you after you discuss Marcus Semien real quick.
I've actually got a hot take as well for the Blue Jays too. Later.
I'm gonna do a shameless plug real quick. I talk about this on my YouTube channel, McMiller42, MIC Miller. And basically, I said I don't really understand it because, kind of like you said, Semien's I think he's had a below league average OPS plus his entire career except for 2019. Yep. His defense is terrible. I don't really understand. And the plan is Semien at second, Biggio at third. And I don't know why they don't switch it. So Semien's at third and Biggio still plays second. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but I don't understand it because I honestly think they're a better team without Marcus Semien than they are with him. And
yeah, because he's not great defensively either.
It does mean that they can go trade for some pitching, and I think they will do that. I think they have to do that. But either way, I don't like this signing. I think they should have taken that $18 million and completely overpaid Trevor Bauer because that's what they needed to do to get him, and they should have tried to do that anyway.
All right, well, here's my hot take with the Marcus Semien move. I believe that, he's going to go to second base and replace Kevin Biggio. Bo Bichette's going to play shortstop. I think Vlad's going to move over to third because he's made so much progress this offseason already. I think they're going to start him over there. And they're going to have Tellez in at first base. And that would move Biggio to the outfield. Maybe playing left or right field. Not really sure. But that would kick off Randall Grichuk off the team. Like, he would be on the bench. So I believe that Grichuk, Alejandro Kirk, and Rowdy Tellez could be involved in a trade, like for Chris Bryant or Kyle Hendricks or something like that. Like I feel like they're definitely going to make a move with this Marcus Semien signing, because Grichuk he's got a decent amount of power. I think he's an okay defender, but I think he's going to be traded, along with a couple prospects, maybe to the Cubs for Bryant, Hendricks. This is an extremely hot take, maybe to the Reds for Luis Castillo. I don't really know. I think one of those teams are going to go for Randall Grichuk and a couple prospects.
I mean, I think that's not the trade I'm going to say, but I do think if they wanted Luis Castillo, if they throw Lourdes Gurriel Jr. in that trade, they could get Luis Castillo.
Throw him in there too.
But they were deep in talks, like the reports were saying, about Chris Bryant and Kyle Hendricks going to the Blue Jays. Now that they got Semien, I don't think they're looking for a third baseman. The only place I could see them improving, other than pitching, which Kyle Hendricks would fill, is catcher. And you know who else is rumored to be going from the Cubs is Wilson Contreras. So if Wilson Contreras and Kyle Hendricks to the Blue Jays for some prospects, you could throw in Rowdy Tellez there. You could throw in Randall Grichuk, like you said. I think they could definitely make that move happen. They also have some good prospects. They have a shortstop prospect. I can't remember his name, but they obviously are set on shortstop for the next few years, so they can afford to trade him. If they really want to go all in and get that, I think they could definitely get that trade, and I'm pretty sure they could afford to pay both Contreras and Hendricks next year as well. They still have enough room in the cap.
That.
So, yeah, that's it. I mean, I think that trade might happen. I don't know if it's going to happen to the Blue Jays per se. I also think it'd be a good trade for a team like the Nationals, but since they didn't get JT Realmuto. So, I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
That's a good take. I really like that idea of them getting Contreras, because they do need the catching help. Alejandro Kirk, he showed signs of blossoming into the MLB player that he could be in September, I believe. But they need an MLB catcher that's ready now. And Reese McGuire, and I can't remember who the other catcher is on the Blue Jays, but I don't think they're very good, and they're not very productive. So Wilson Contreras would definitely fit well on that team.
Yeah. I think So my prediction is Nolan, I like your prediction. And I don't know if they'll go for both Contreras and Kyle Hendricks. Probably Kyle Hendricks. But Kyle Hendricks has a big deal, like a lot of money for 3 years. So if I'm them, I'm trading Tellez, Lourdes Gurriel, Kevin Smith, and maybe one other person if I have to for Luis Castillo. That's my prediction.
They're definitely a sleeper team. I'm surprised nobody's talking about that.
Yeah, no, that's my prediction. Maybe the trade doesn't happen. It might not happen this offseason or this trade deadline. It might happen next offseason.
Yeah.
Because Luis Castillo is controllable and he's an ace, and the Reds are going to want to trade him when his value is the most high, at its highest point. But they need an ace for no doubt about it, and there's no doubt that Luis Castillo is much better than Kyle Hendricks. So I think they should go get him. I don't want them to, but I think they should.
Yeah,
I think the Blue Jays. I don't think this Marcus Semien move's the last they're going to make this offseason. So
not a chance. Not a chance with how
so
they've been moving.
I definitely keep an eye on the Blue Jays. They're cooking something up. I don't know what it is, but they're making some
coming
moves.
for the AL East.
Right? Oh yeah,
sure.
the hottest take. So I posted this on Twitter. I want to get your guys' take on this. Give me a reason why the Rays are not a fourth place team in this division. I can't find it. They have no starting pitching whatsoever, and their lineup's not good enough to make up.
I'm never going to underestimate the Rays. I'm never going to do it again because
but
I did
why?
it every
Give me a
fucking year
reason.
and they proved me wrong. Because it doesn't matter.
I know you don't want
if the guy's name is Billy Bob Joe and he literally lives in bumfuck nowhere. He's gonna throw 100 from this arm angle and get people out because it's the Rays, and it pisses me off, but it's true. They have pitching on pitching on pitching. And they're going to find offense. I think Austin Meadows is going to bounce back. I think so.
But will it be good enough? Like I like Randy Rosarena, I like Austin Meadows, and I like Brandon Lau. Other than that, they don't have anybody that I enjoy. I really don't like Mike Zunino's going to have a breakout season.
Put up decent numbers.
You think Michael Brasso is going to be playoff Michael? I don't even know how to fucking pronounce his name. I don't even know who the fuck's their starting shortstop. Is it still
Willie Adames? Really good.
Willie Adames.
And they also have Wander Franco.
Yeah.
Wander Franco. Yeah. If Wander Franco comes up, he could be a sleeper. But I don't know. I don't think they have the pitching. I don't think they're good. I don't think they're better than the Red Sox. The Red Sox have a scary lineup in a 162-game season, and they're getting Chris Sale back, and Eduardo Rodriguez, and now they have a closer. And there's still a lot of relief pitching they could sign.
The Red Sox aren't better than the Rays. The Red Sox are not better than the Rays.
I think there's a case to be made there. I think there's a case to be made.
When Kevin Cash said we have a stable of guys who can throw like 100. I hated it because fuck Kevin Cash, but he's not wrong. They have so many guys who can pitch really, really well, and there's probably 3 guys that you've never heard of in Double A right now that are going to come up, throw 50 innings, and have a 12 strikeout per 9, because that's how the Rays work.
Yeah,
and it's infuriating, but that's how they win games, and it's going to happen. So they're better than the Red Sox right now.
I mean, the Blue Jays are clearly the second place team. I think we can agree on that.
On paper, but if the Rays get second place, I won't be surprised.
I don't know. I'd say
I agree with Mick's take. The Rays are definitely a sleeper team. They're not seen in the league as a big powerhouse like the Yankees or the Dodgers or the Padres. They're not the best on paper, but like you said, they've got so much pitching. And they got so much depth in their farm system that they can definitely do something with that. And like he mentioned, that there's guys now that can throw 100 mile an hour. Like, I didn't know Peter Fairbanks. I had no idea about Ryan Thompson. They pitched pretty well in the postseason. They could definitely carry that bullpen along with Diego Castillo and a couple others. They're not the best. I'd say they're 4th place on paper, but come the end of the regular season in 2021, they could definitely be 2nd place because they're underdogs. They've always been, and they're always going to stay that way.
Yeah, I agree, but I just don't think they have the 4th best lineup in my opinion. I think they have the 4th best lineup. They probably have the best. It's either them or the Yankees. That's tough. I guess they have the best bullpen. I'll give them that. But I do not think. I think they probably have the 4th. It's not 5th because the Orioles are so bad, but I think they have the 4th best rotation there too. With Glasnow as their only good pitcher. Glasnow and Ryu, I feel like, are on a similar level. Obviously, Glasnow is a different pitcher than Ryu is.
Glasnow, but...
Yeah, exactly.
Ryu's a lot better than Glasnow.
So,
But,
especially if the
yeah.
Blue Jays make a move for another starting pitcher, they're clearly second place. I think the Red Sox are trying to compete next year, and I don't know. I think if the Red Sox get healthy and have big years out of some guys, you never know what Kike Hernandez is going to do if he's going to be starting for them. Um, if Devers has a good season, if Bogart still has a good season, JD Martinez has a good season, Alex Verdugo is good. Bobby Dahlbeck's coming up, and he played a little bit last year, but he's obviously
he's
a big
great.
stud prospect.
I love him.
Yeah, exactly. I just think they have so much talent on that squad that I think people. You think they're I'm underestimating the Rays, which I probably am, but I think everyone else is underestimating the Red Sox right now. They're trying to compete.
I agree with that for sure. They're third best in the AL East on paper, behind the Blue Jays and the Yankees. For sure.
Yeah. I know you don't. I don't know. I know you don't like me saying the Red Sox are going to be good, but
No. I don't care. I've watched the Red Sox win. I've watched the Red Sox win 2 World Series since the Yankees have won the last one. I don't care that they're that they're competitive. I like it when the Yankees and Red Sox are competitive, but I'm not going to underestimate the Rays. And I think the Rays have stupid good pitching, and that's why they're going to win games. And they're going to scrape together whatever offense they have to.
yeah, sounds like something the Rays would do.
Yeah,
and the pitching in the AL East isn't that good. I mean, the Yankees are like the pitching. The Yankees have like a lot of guys that you're not sure what the results are going to be outside of Garrett Cole, and it doesn't matter because the Rays have G-Man Choi, so they're going to beat Garrett Cole every time. And then
is G-Man Choi the Garrett Cole?
G-Man Choi absolutely owns Garrett Cole. It's stupid.
Really?
Look at his numbers against him. It's ridiculous.
Dude, G-Man Choi, he's a fun guy. I think I just like Asian baseball players. It's just my demographic. Obviously, I'm a big Shohei Ohtani fan. G-Man, former Angel, man. I miss him.
G-Man's
gave him away
former
for
Yankee
a bag
too.
of peanuts, bro. We literally gave him away,
really?
along with CJ Cron. We gave away as well.
I think G-Man Choi hit like 2 home runs as a Yankee.
As a Yankee?
Yeah, he played for the
I didn't
Yankees
know
for
that.
like
I
half a
didn't know
season.
that.
But maybe even less than half a season. Yeah, it might have been for like 2 weeks. If you
I'll
go to his baseball reference right now. But you can talk about the next deal.
Yeah, what's the next thing?
The next deal is again in the American League East. Freddie Galvis. I don't know if you guys saw this deal. He signed a 1-year deal, $1.5 million with the Orioles to fill in that infield gap that they left at third base with Renato Nunez being DFA'd. I'm not sure about Freddie Galvis. I think he can hit at least 15 home runs a season for the Orioles, and they're definitely going to need some power. So I like this signing because of that. But in a team,
I think he's
like with the team that you have with the Orioles, you're not going to get much from many of your players. So I'm not expecting a lot from Galvis, but he could have the potential. You never know. He could carry the squad to a third place finish. Who knows? Probably not.
The Rays.
I made the
Beat the Rays
mistake.
confirmed.
I made the mistake of looking at Freddie Galvis's baseball reference and baseball savant page earlier when I was making my YouTube video, and it's not good. It's not good. He's bad
he's the
defensively.
most Orioles. Is this not the most Orioles signing you've ever seen?
Yeah, I mean he's there to replace Jose
It's the only
Iglesias.
signing they have.
Yeah,
He's
like
a
I saw
much
Freddie.
worse version of Jose Iglesias.
Yeah, I saw Freddie Galvis to the Orioles, and I was like, yeah, that's right. That happened.
I have nothing on it. Like he's gonna hit like 220, probably hit 15 bombs, and play terrible defense.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what the Orioles
That's pretty
like.
much all you gotta say
Orioles
about
like,
Freddie
sign me
Galvis."
up, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
They're getting in
Cheap
line.
player.
Yeah,
all they
cheap
want.
player.
So- That's all I have on Freddie Galvis. But real quick, G-Man Choi. So in 2017, the only MLB team he played for in 2017 was the Yankees. He played 6 games with the Yankees. He hit 2 home runs. He had an OPS plus of 169. Very nice.
Nice.
And yeah, so he had 18 plate appearances in 6 games, and the Yankees, and then the Yankees got rid of him. But he's a Yankee legend in more ways than
Yankees
one.
legend, G-Man Choi. Asian Babe Ruth.
I don't know if we can find out what his stats are against Garrett Cole, but it is stupid.
I'm gonna check.
Hey,
Right now.
I gotta get better at looking stats up. Can I see some YouTube videos, man, where they're like, his first 10 plate appearances in 2019 against left-handed pitchers who threw a slider, he had 5 home runs. And I'm like, how the fuck did you find that?
Yeah.
Man. I can barely find single season stats, man.
Yeah, for real. Dude,
Oh, can I go on a rant real? Oh wait, what was that?
I was gonna say when I find a pitcher's ERA plus, I'm proud of myself.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, oh, he's in the 99th
God.
percentile of whiff percentage. Bet. No. Who I saw? I gotta go off on this Twitter guy. You saw me tweet about it. Who the fuck uses WAR as a way to measure a relief pitcher's value to a team? Relief pitchers are critically undervalued. I feel like Billy Wagner's a Hall of Famer is what I'm getting at, but
Yeah.
they're just critically undervalued. Nobody appreciates them. Like I know it's hard to make a huge impact when you pitch one inning, but it's also the most important inning in the game. So I really don't know. I don't know what you guys think the threshold for relief pitching in the Hall of Fame is. Obviously, not everyone's going to be Mariano Rivera level, but I feel like Billy Wagner's like a good precedent kind of line to make it into the Hall of Fame. I don't know.
I agree. I'm out on the Hall of Fame. Get rid of it. Shut it down. It's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke.
Yeah. Oh my god. Have you guys ever looked at Barry Bonds' baseball reference page?
Yeah.
I did yesterday. I did yesterday.
It'll make you cry. It'll make you cry. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Bonds was elite before the steroids even happened.
Bro, I didn't realize he won like 9 gold gloves. Elite.
Yeah.
My man almost won double-digit gold gloves. I mean, granted, he was a left fielder, but still. Everyone thinks of him as just some meathead who was like a DH and just hit bombs, but my man was a gold glover. He was an actual gold glover, silver slugger. How many MVPs did he win? 7?
7 MVPs.
Yeah, he literally makes Mike Trout's baseball reference page looks like a fucking T-baller compared to Barry Bonds's.
He's got to get 4 more.
Ridiculous. It is ridiculous, man. Yeah, Barry Bonds. I can't believe. Yeah. I also saw somebody tweet if your name's on the ballot, you are eligible for the Hall of Fame, and I think that kind of resonated with me. I was like, damn, that's a good point. If his name's on the ballot,
Nick Swisher's a Hall of Famer. Get him in.
Well, I mean, you're eligible. It doesn't mean you're in.
No, I know.
Yeah.
He got 0 votes, and I was like, yeah, that's accurate.
Makes sense. You guys wanted some stats for G-Man Choi, right?
Yeah.
G-Man Choi against Garrett Cole in 21 plate appearances. He's got 9 hits, 3 home runs, a batting average of .529, and an OPS of 1.854 against Garrett Cole.
An 1,800 OPS against Garrett Cole. I mean, that's stupid.
Yep.
That's better than Barry Bonds in 2004.
Exactly.
Barry Bonds had a 1,400 OPS in 2004. In a whole season. That's not like a 5-game stretch. That's a whole season.
I know.
Fuck,
that man deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
That's not allowed.
My point is, the highest paid pitcher on the planet makes G-Man Choi look like Barry Bonds.
Damn.
It's really upsetting.
Switch hitting G-Man Choi. Switch hitting legend G-Man Choi.
Gotta love G-Man Choi.
Yeah.
What's our next deal? We got.
The next deal is the JT Realmuto signing. He signed for 5 years with the Phillies, $115.5 million. He's an elite catcher. He's been the best catcher in baseball the last 3 years. He's won Silver Sluggers, Gold Gloves, been an All-Star. I think he was MLB's all second team catcher. I think it was this year. I can't remember.
Who was first?
I think it was Salvador. Good. I think it was Salvador because I remember seeing that on my phone. But yeah, JT, they needed him in the lineup. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't have had a decent catcher for like the next couple of years. They needed someone to be buddy with Bryce Harper. He needed him. They still need more hitters. I think they still need some more pitching. They're still a 5th place team.
4th place team.
Yeah, the 4th place.
Sorry, Marlon.
Dude, the tweet. So
it's
Nolan
debatable.
tweeted out, why the fuck did a 4th place team sign a catcher? And I was like, well, because they were a 5th place team before they signed a catcher. And I got a bunch of likes, and it was like, it's true. Like they were,
we blew up.
They surpassed the Marlins. They surpassed the Marlins as the
4th or
4th place
5th
team. Yeah, I mean, if they got their guy, they needed to bring him back, but they're in this middle area where they're better than every other team in the NL Central, but they're the 4th best team in the NL East, so they kind of got to go all in. They need to sign Jake Odorizzi. They need to sign James Paxton. They need to sign not Hector Neris. Yosmero Petit, Shane Green, Mark Melanson, Didi Gregorius. Literally, like they have a lot.
If they
more
get all
moves to
those
make.
guys, they might be a third place team.
Exactly.
That's the problem with the NL East, man. That's
No,
the
I know.
problem with the NL East.
The NL East
They're
is
But they
so
need to get
stacked.
all those
Stacked.
guys. They literally have to get almost all those guys to be competitive.
Like the poor Phillies, it's just bad front office there. Honestly, you have all these guys,
Terrible.
all this money locked into your team right now, and you need to make moves, but you really can't. And they were playing poor at the beginning of the season or at the beginning of the offseason, so I doubt they go out and spend a lot more money. They might get a few bullpen arms,
Well,
I agree, but I don't think they're going to get any
brought
starters.
Dave Dombrowski in, so Dave Dombrowski is their GM now.
Yeah,
And
he's a,
if those listening don't know who Dave Dombrowski is, basically teams hire Dave Dombrowski to come blow out their farm system, spend a fuck ton of money, and make the postseason and win world championships. Dave Dombrowski did it with the Red Sox successfully, and I think before that he was the Tigers GM, and he destroyed their farm system and spent a shitload of money, and they made the postseason, but they never got to the World Series or never won the World Series. But that's what Dave Dombrowski does, and I think that's what the Phillies signed him for.
But they were also saying they couldn't afford JT Realmuto. That's why he was out there.
Doesn't
for so
make
long.
it right, but
That's
they
why it
said
doesn't make
that.
any sense.
They said it, but then the whole city of Philadelphia almost burned Citizens Bank Park down. So, like,
Yeah, they definitely
think
would have. They would have.
they put their big boy pants on and were like, all right, I guess we can spend some money now. So,
Because
I
I mean,
don't
they did
know.
it for
'Cause the
Bryce
core's
Harper. They did
there.
it for Bryce.
Well, with Bryce,
Yeah.
JT, Reese Hoskins, who the hell
Aaron
else is
Nola,
over
Zach
there?
Wheeler.
Yeah, I mean they got
Andrew
a
McCutcheon.
few top of the line starters, not like ace per se, but ace kind of
Nola's
stuff,
an
I guess,
ace.
potential ace.
Aaron Nola's the ace.
Yeah. And their bullpen was really bad last year, but they tried to fix it during the season to at least make the playoffs, and then they almost did make the playoffs. They missed it by one game, but it was also the extended playoff spot, so it was like the fifth wild card or whatever the fuck it was.
And a 60-game season too. Yeah.
Yeah, the damn Phillies.
I
man.
don't think their bullpen literally can be as bad as it was in 2020.
No,
like,
it's
they
never
were
gonna be
historically bad. They were historically bad. If it's worse than that, like, fold the organization. Like, it literally has to be better.
If it gets worse, especially if they have Archie Bradley and Jose Alvarado and Brandon Workman's gonna have a full season with the Phillies. If it gets worse with those guys, then no, the Phillies.
Fire Joe Girardi.
They got to relocate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I think if they could go out and sign like an Alex Colome, I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Colome,
Alex
yeah.
Colome, who
Dude,
plays
he's
for the White
good.
Sox.
Colome's
He
really
is. He's
good.
really good.
I didn't realize
I
how
think
good he
if they
was.
sign him. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think.
fuck.
If
I feel
they
like
sign him,
he's a guy like he doesn't throw like Darren O'Day, but his fastball velocity sucks. But his spin rate's
Yeah.
okay, and he still gets people out.
Yeah.
No, I did a
I-
video about the free agent relief market recently, and I went over the guys who I think are the top three available in. It was James Giles, Colome, and I honestly can't even remember who the third guy
Ken
was.
Giles? Ken Giles.
Yeah, it was Ken Giles. What the fuck did I say?
James Giles.
Oh, James.
It's a good name. That is a fantastic name.
James Giles. I think I know a kid. I think I went to elementary school with a kid named James Giles. I played Little League with a kid named James Giles. Anyways, Roberto Osuna, I fucking hate the guy with a passion.
Oh yeah.
But my
me
God,
too.
is he a
Fuck
good
that guy.
baseball player, dude? Holy shit. My man has a career ERA like barely above 2. I don't even know if it is above 2. I don't have the stats in front of me, but my man is legitimately one of the most dominant pitchers in the game. I really hope the Angels don't sign him because I won't cheer for that guy. I'll turn the
fair.
game off when he pitches or something. I don't know. I don't want him on my team, but my God, man, whoever signs him is going to be scary. I really hope it's not I mean, it would fit to have him on the Astros again, but
I hope he goes to the Astros. He deserves to be there.
yeah, right. I just want him to get booed. I'll boo him when they're in Tampa.
Oh yeah.
I'll vlog
definitely.
it. I'll vlog myself
I hate
booing the
Ozuna.
Astros.
What's our next signing?
The next signing, we go to the AL Central. The Twins signed Andrelton Simmons to 1 year, $10.5 million deal. I think it's a great signing for the Twins. They definitely need the defensive help up the middle at shortstop with Luis Arias. He's a Platinum Glove winner. He's won multiple Gold Gloves. One of the best defenders in baseball right now. He's getting up there with age, but I think he can still perform to the same level he used to. I'm not sure about the bat though. I'm not sure if he's a really good hitter. All I really know about Andrelton Simmons is that he's a really good defender. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
I mean, he's okay with the bat. Like, I mean, I've seen a lot of him obviously in the last few years. As an Angels fan, he's going to make a big difference for the Twins defensively. Because I don't think I don't have their defensive stats out there, or whatever. But when I think of the Twins, I don't think of defense. So,
well,
Yeah. But now you can.
just on that,
Yeah.
Jorge Polanco, I think in 2019 was the worst defensive shortstop in the league. And Andrelton Simmons, if you go back to 2017, again, I talk about this in my YouTube video as well. They 99th percentile on outs above average in 2017, 97th percentile in 2018, and then again at 99th percentile in 2019. So that's elite for shortstops. And then I think he was 20th percentile in 2020, but he didn't play that much, and that does not matter at all. So he's going to hit between 270 and 290.
Fun Andrelton Simmons fact for you: he's finished in the top 15 of MVP voting twice. With the Angels.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
In 2017 and 2018. Let's see. 2018 he was pretty good with the bat.
I think he has
292 average with 11 home runs. So he's never hit over 15 home runs in a season. So he's definitely not a power guy, but he is a big contact guy. He does not strike out. I think he's in like the first percentile of strikeout.
He's like 99th percentile in K percentage.
But he also swings at everything. He is a very uncontrolled bat. And if you've seen him play, I've seen him live just hit home runs and fall to his knees. He swings like he's trying to murder everything that comes near him, and it doesn't matter where the ball's pitched. I've seen him hit home runs on balls over his head as well, so he's a very electric guy to have around you. Don't look at his social media though. He's very he's a very big conspiracy guy where he'll just post shit and you'll be like, Andrelton, I don't say this a lot, but stick to baseball, my dude.
What's he big on aliens and shit?
Do what you want. Yeah, shit like that. He posted this whole
cool.
mass conspiracy thing, and he'll always post the eye emojis, you guys got to think, you guys got to do your research, you got to look deeper into things, man. It's not face value, kind of guy who thinks the government's controlling us all by breathing oxygen or something. Yeah. Don't go to his social media.
I like conspiracies. I like conspiracy theories and watching shows for a couple minutes or whatever. But I'm not right into them, as he probably is, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
But, yeah. All right. I'll stay away from his social medias.
Yeah, interesting guy. Good baseball player though. I think we're talking about that today. Good baseball players. Don't look at off the field stuff.
Exactly.
No, I don't have too much longer to go, by the way, just letting you know.
Yeah.
Okay. We only got a couple more things. We got Tommy La Stella signing with the San Francisco Giants on a 3-year deal. Do you guys know what the
3 years? What?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
That's what I saw. I didn't know what. I don't know what the amount is, but I know that.
Where did you see that?
3 years. I saw it on Twitter. I think it was Twitter.
Was it from John Heyman?
Else, but...
Yeah, if it's from John Heyman or Bob Nightingale, it's false.
I don't think so. It wasn't them. But I
say 3-year contracts. John Morosi.
Yeah.
That was 23 minutes ago. 23 minutes ago, so it's breaking. Yeah.
It's
okay,
probably.
I saw that this morning. Okay.
John
is there a
Morosi
money value?
Maybe that's the report came out this morning, but it's been agreed to. He just has to get a physical.
Okay.
Is there
does it say how many?
How much?
It doesn't say the money.
It's probably similar to the Jerks of Profar deal. He got 3 years for 21.
Yeah. I would say about 21, 25. I really like that signing for the Giants because they need the help. They definitely need the left-handed bat in a right-heavy lineup. With it helps them with Brandon Belt and Mike Yastrzemski because I think they're the only lefty bats in that lineup.
They also have Alex Dickerson. They have a lot of.
I think they're a lefty.
Mostly lefties.
I think they're more of a lefty lineup, in my opinion. Actually,
they also have Wilmer Flores, Donovan Solano, Evan Longoria.
They're switch hitters, right? Longoria.
And then those are all righties.
Oh, they're all righty.
And then Buster Posey's obviously righty. So it's about 50-50.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
That's a
both
pretty
wrong.
good
And
mix.
I
But
think-
Tommy La Stella, I love
Steven
Tommy La
Douglas,
Stella,
too.
bro. Angels legend Tommy La Stella, breakout legend.
I like
Tommy
the
La
signing
Stella.
for sure.
Yeah, he's got some pop.
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, it makes
signing.
sense. I'm happy for Lustella. He gets the money he deserves. But like the Giants, I've talked about this before. The Giants are a third place team. Like they absolutely solidified
definitely.
themselves as the third place team.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a bad spot to be. They're like in the middle.
Maybe they're hoping they
I
can catch that
feel like
second
you
wild
either want to
card.
be. Yeah, they have a chance to hit the wild card, but I don't know. I feel like you want to be in or you want to be out, and you don't.
Well, if you're
really wanna
in
be
the
that
National
middle.
League right now, you have to win your division because there's too many good teams. There are too many good
Except for
teams.
the NL
Think
Central.
about
Yeah,
it.
I mean the
Between
National
the
League East-
Padres, the Mets, the Braves, the Nationals, I'm not even going to
The
throw the Dodgers
Dodgers.
in there because they're winning the West. I guess the Giants, the Central teams don't. But anyway, there's like 5 teams fighting for that second wild card spot right now.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a bloodbath in the National League right now,
Yeah, I agree with that.
and some of them aren't going to make
Um,
it. So
It's definitely going to be a bloodbath in the NL East and the NL West. There's so many competitive teams in that 2 leagues. It's too bad they couldn't just merge together with the NL Central to make it even a little bit competitive. But it is what it is.
yeah,
What's next for us?
Our last deal is it's not a big one, but I think it could work out for the Tigers in 2021. Wilson Ramos signed with them for 1 year on a $2 million deal.
What?
He used to be pretty good, but
I forgot
he's
to
getting
talk
up there
about that in my
with
video
age.
today. Fuck.
Well, how do you
He
think
had a
I
couple
felt, bro?
good
I was uploading a
seasons.
video last night. It was literally already finished uploading. It was just processing, and then it's like, oh, Anderson Simmons is signing with the Twins. And I was like, okay, fuck. All right, let me film this. Finish filming it. Great. Start editing. Oh, Tommy La Stella is signing with the Giants. Great. And I'm like, okay, Trevor Bauer. I almost
stove is
added
hot.
Trevor Bauer. I was going to be like, I swear to God, if you sign right now.
Yeah.
The stove
lose
is
my
hot,
mind.
boys. It's really hot.
It is, man.
Especially the
Oh,
last
it's very. I
couple
mean,
days.
there's not that much longer till it could. I was
Pitchers,
pitchers
catchers,
and
and board.
pitchers.
Well, we don't know.
Pitchers
There
and
might
catchers.
be. You saw that thing they signed, right?
That doesn't
Yeah.
mean anything, though. I mean,
It
the
doesn't
league
mean
basically
anything,
came out and
but-
league basically came out and said they don't control what we're doing. Like, expected to start on time.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw Jeff Passan tweeted. So, like, I think it was the mayor of Scottsdale, Arizona, signed the letter basically saying like COVID's really bad right now. You should stop spring training. And he was like, there are like I forget what sport it was, but he was like, this professional team is
Yeah.
playing games right now in front of fans. Like, what
Yeah,
the
the
hell
hockey
are you
team.
talking about? The hockey team, yes. So
I don't know what they're called, but the hockey team.
I don't either.
Oh, no, I don't know who they are.
Well, isn't the Phoenix Suns a basketball team? Aren't they
That's a
playing?
basketball team.
Right.
Phoenix Suns are basketball.
Arizona
Right.
Cardinals.
But are they
are
playing right now?
football.
They're probably playing in front of fans right now.
Oh yeah, the Suns. Yeah, probably.
I thought
So,
the
either
NBA
way, it's a
wasn't
bunch of
playing in front of
bullshit.
fans. I
So
don't
in
think they're playing
conclusion,
for fans.
Wilson Ramos is slow.
Very-
Zero speed.
I think that sums up
He's
our beautiful
extremely
tangent
slow.
there.
He's like
The Phoenix
Yasmani
Suns are playing in
Grandal
front of
slow.
fans, and Wilson Ramos is slow.
Yeah, I mean Wilson Ramos
That's the
doesn't
title
do
of the.
anything for
That's
me.
the title of the podcast. There, when you
He's-
when you post it, you better say Wilson Ramos is slow.
Okay, that's fair.
I like that.
Huge MLB news. Wilson Ramos is the slowest person.
Yeah. Breaking news: Wilson Ramos slow. Slow? Question mark.
Slow?
I like that.
But yeah, I mean Wilson Ramos doesn't do anything for me. I mean, I can't believe I don't even know if he's gonna catch. Is he the DH?
I have no idea. I have no
They
idea.
just needed a slow buddy for Miguel Cabrera.
Yeah, well that's true.
The two slowest
Someone needed
in
to
the
jog with
MLB.
him in practice. I don't know. I think Miguel
Oh,
Cabrera is a little
that's funny.
faster than Ramos, but
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he has one speed and Ramos has 0. So
yeah, exactly.
He also lost a couple pounds in the off season, I believe. Cabrera did.
Damn. Yeah,
It's like
I
20
still like
pounds,
Miguel
maybe.
Cabrera. He's not as washed up as Pujols or anything.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, they both have bad contracts, but
Yeah.
it is what
Yeah.
it is.
Miguel Cabrera is a. Yeah. So I believe that's going to do it for us today, correct?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we will be there next time if there's any breaking news before Friday. If not, be sure to tune into that Friday podcast. We'll have something for you. We'll figure it out. Tons of stuff to speculate on. Still a lot of free agents to sign, everything. Yeah, so check us out on Spotify. If you're on YouTube, check us out. If you're on Spotify, sorry, check us out on YouTube. Both the Diamond and the Rough podcast on both platforms. You also have Twitter and Instagram at the DIR podcast, at DIR podcast. Sorry, no the. And, yeah, you guys got anything else to say?
No, make sure you check us out. Stay tuned for next episodes.
Yes, sir.
Check
All right, well, that's
check
going
us
to
out
do it
for
for
fire
us.
content.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for listening.